There's a reason the top 1% seem to have endless energy, focus, and drive, while you're struggling to get through the afternoon. It's not because they have better willpower than you. It's not because they want it more. Well, some do, but that's not usually the reason. It's because their biology is running on a different operating system. You're trying to run an alpha mindset in a beta body. And here's what nobody in the self-improvement space will actually tell you. You cannot hustle your way out of a chronic infection. You cannot grind through mitochondrial failure, and you cannot meditate your way past the destroyed microbiome. My name is Dr. Chris, the Detox Dentist, 27 years in biological dentistry and natural health. And this is the Alpha Sapien Blueprint. Today I'm going to cut the chains on 3 biological anchors: chronic inflammation, dead mitochondria, and a weak biome that are physically stopping you from reaching elite status. Let's get started. It's time to upgrade your hardware. I've spent 3 decades watching high performers, CEOs, entrepreneurs, surgeons, attorneys, people making 2, 3, 4, 500,000, millions a year, okay, come into my office completely stuck. On paper, they are winners by all means, but in their cells, they're drowning. And I kept seeing the same patterns. 3 anchors, always the same 3 anchors dragging them down. Not genetics, not age, not just how it is after 40. 3 distinct biological weights that modern life straps to your hull, okay, dragging you down. And modern medicine completely ignores them. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what these 3 anchors are, how they are stealing your potential, robbing you of your potential, and the exact sequence to cut them loose. I also built a 66-day protocol that does this systematically. I'll tell you about that at the end. Let's cut the first chain. The first anchor keeping you from elite status is chronic inflammation. Not the inflammation you feel when you twist your ankle. That's acute. That's healthy. That'll heal in days. I'm talking about silent, low-grade, systemic inflammation, chronic inflammation, the kind that doesn't announce itself, the kind that doesn't show up on basic blood work, the kind that's been burning inside you for years, and you've accepted the symptoms as normal. Here's exactly what this anchor does to a high performer. It steals your mental clarity. You used to be sharp. Now you're foggy by noon. It crushes your energy, not tired from work, tired for work. You wake up exhausted. It destroys your sleep. 8 hours in bed, 0 hours of repair. It makes you hold fat you shouldn't even have. You're eating clean. You're training. The weights won't move. Nothing is working. It ages you faster than your calendar says you should. If you have a ring or a certain watch, it's going to say you're 3 years older than you should be. That's just not normal. And here's what frustrates me. You go to your doctor. You say something is wrong, doc, right? They run basic labs. Everything comes back normal. They tell you it's stress or part of getting older, or have you tried sleeping more? Meanwhile, there's one marker, hs-CRP, high sensitivity C-reactive protein, that tells you exactly how much inflammation is dragging you down. Do they offer that test? Usually not. Optimal is under 1, okay? Most of the stuck high performers I see, well, they're walking around at 3, 4, 5, or even higher. They look great on the outside, but inside, they're on fire, and nobody has told them this. Now, where does this inflammation come from? Your mouth, infected teeth, root canals, gum disease, pumping bacteria into your bloodstream with every heartbeat. Then there's your gut, leaky barriers letting undigested food and toxins into your circulation. Your gut starts right here. Leaky gut starts in the mouth. Then there's your food, seed oils hiding in everything, creating oxidative stress with every bite. Your environment, my favorite one, mold you can't see, metals you can't taste, chemicals in products you trust. Food, water, air, it's all toxic. The elite 1% aren't inflammation-free because they're lucky. They've identified their sources and they've eliminated them. Everyone else is dragging a red-hot anchor and wondering why they can't keep up. Now that's anchor number 1. But here's the problem. You can't put out the fire without power. And that brings us to anchor number 2. The second anchor, your mitochondria are failing. Let me make this as simple as I can. Mitochondria are the power plants in every cell of your body. They take food and oxygen and convert them into ATP, the energy currency that runs everything. Your brain has the most, okay? Then your heart, then your muscles. The organs that need the most energy have the most mitochondria. When they work, you think fast, you recover fast, you have energy from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. without crashing. But when they fail, brain fog that won't lift, fatigue that sleep won't fix, workouts that wipe you out for days instead of energizing you, a body that feels 20 years older than your birth certificate says. Here's what you need to understand. This is the key. Every single toxin in modern life converges on your mitochondria. I firmly believe that the mitochondria is the target of all assaults. This isn't random poisoning, it's targeted destruction of your power grid. You take out the army by taking out the supply chain. Mercury from your dental fillings, well, that blocks mitochondrial enzymes directly. It shuts down ATP production. Seed oils, well, they destroy the mitochondrial membrane. The walls of your power plants become brittle and dysfunctional. Sugar, well, it creates oxidative stress that shreds mitochondrial DNA. Fluoride in your water, it cripples the electron transport chain, right? The conveyor belt that actually makes ATP in your mitochondria. And here's the one nobody's talking about. Antibiotics damage mitochondria directly. Why is that? Well, because mitochondria evolved from bacteria. They share the same vulnerabilities, right? The drug can't tell the difference. It's designed to kill bacteria. So every round of antibiotics you have taken for your sinus infections, your UTIs, acne in high school has chipped away at your power grid. You've got a population systemically drained at the cellular level. Then we tell them to work harder, hustle more, wake up earlier, drink more coffee. You can't outwork dead batteries. The elite, they protect their mitochondria. They eliminate the stressors. They feed their power plants the raw materials they need: coenzyme Q10, PQQ, magnesium, B vitamins, things that are essential for mitochondria. By doing this, they run on full power while everyone else is stuck in low battery mode, no pun intended. That's anchor number 2. But here's the thing. You can't rebuild your power grid without workers. And that brings us to the third anchor. Your biome has been decimated. You have 38 trillion bacteria living inside you right now, more than the national debt. More bacteria cells than human cells. You are more microbe than man. And that colony isn't just along for the ride, it's running the entire show. Your biome controls your immune system. 70% of it lives in your gut. Your biome produces your neurotransmitters. 90% of your serotonin is made in your gut, not in your brain. Your biome determines what nutrients you absorb, what toxins you clear, how much inflammation you produce. When your biome is strong, diverse, balanced, dominated by beneficial species, you are a fortress. You are resilient. You are dangerous. You are strong. But when your biome is weak, wiped out by antibiotics, starved by processed foods, overrun by pathogens, you are defenseless. You are weak. Now, here's what ties everything together, and most people never hear this. Your biome starts in your mouth. You swallow over 1 trillion bacteria every single day. What's living in your mouth seeds your entire gut. If your oral biome, your mouth, is dominated by pathogens, bacteria that cause gum disease, tooth decay, infections, you're swallowing an invading army with every single meal. Not even meal, just swallowing. Now, these oral pathogens, the bad guys, have been found in arterial plaques, causing heart attacks, in Alzheimer's brains, crossing the blood-brain barrier, tumor sites, fueling cancer growth. Your mouth isn't separate from your body, it's the gateway. This is why I don't get along with endodontists, root canal guys, right? Because every bacteria in your mouth can travel everywhere, including the toxins they produce. In most people, this gateway is wide open for the enemy. No guards, no defenses, just free passage for everything that wants to destroy you, starting in here, the factory. What do they lead to? They protect the gateway. They seed their biome with beneficial bacteria. They feed those species the right food. They maintain an army that fights for them. Everyone else has a missing army. Their mouth is just filled with bad guys, and they wonder why they keep getting sick. Now, that was anchor number 3. Okay, now let me show you why these 3 anchors are really one problem. Here's what most protocols miss completely. These 3 anchors aren't separate problems. There's one system holding them down. Chronic inflammation damages your mitochondria. Damaged mitochondria can power your immune system to fight inflammation. Dead batteries, mitochondria, can't run the fire department to put out the inflammation. A weak biome creates inflammation and steals resources from your mitochondria. A missing army means enemies run free and supplies get looted. It's a vicious cycle. 3 anchors chained together. Cut one, the other 2 drag it back down. This is why most approaches fail. They give you a diet, 1 anchor, or a supplement, another anchor, or a detox, another anchor. You feel better for maybe a week or 2, then you're right back where you started. No root cause solution. Why? Because you didn't cut all the chains, right? You didn't find the root cause and solve that problem. The Alpha Sapien approach is different. You cut all 3 simultaneously in the right sequence for long enough that the ship actually breaks free. That is the blueprint. So what do you actually do with this? Well, step 1, know your numbers. You can't fix what you can't measure. Get your hs-CRP tested. That's your inflammation score. It's a blood test, a finger prick. It tells you how heavy your anchors are. Step 2 would be stopping the assault. Before you add anything, stop adding weight, right? Seed oils, processed foods. Get your mouth evaluated by a biologic dentist for hidden infections. Step 3 is rebuild in the proper sequence. Biome first. You need the army before you can hold territory. Mitochondria second. Give your power plants fuel once you have workers to run them. Inflammation resolves last. It's a symptom. When the other 2 are working, the fire goes out on its own. This isn't complicated, but it does require precision. It requires a sequence, and it requires commitment long enough to actually break free. 66 days. That's what it takes. I built this protocol, the Alpha Sapien Protocol, for people just like you. People who've done everything right and still feel wrong. People who are tired of being told it's just stress or age. People who know they're capable of so much more and they're sick of not accessing it. 66 days. We test inflammation on day 1. We cut all 3 anchors systematically. We rebuild your biome, restore your mitochondria, and resolve the inflammation that's been holding you hostage. On day 66, we test again. Real numbers, real proof, no guessing, no hoping, pure data. If you don't see results, I'll work with you for free until you do. I did this myself. I had infections in my mouth poisoning me for 20 years. Chronic back pain I blamed on being a dentist. Brain fog accepted as getting older. I cut the anchors, all 3, including removing my root canal tooth that was causing a lot of infection in my mouth. The pain vanished. The fog lifted. The energy came back. Not 80%, all of it. I'm not selling you a theory. I'm handing you what worked. This is what I do for my patients. This is what I do for my family. This is what I did for myself. The link is in the description. There's a free version. There's a guided version. And this isn't for everyone. It's for people who are done being anchors, done being dragged down, done running an alpha mindset in a beta body. If that's you, I'll see you inside.